Hi there everyone. I hope you have had a really nice summer this summer. I have been to Norway and riding the two parts of Norwegian TET I. I did it in two parts. First I rided from Solrøya to Vågåmo, and then I was riding Aurskjøveien and Lysebotn and different places in Norway that not include in the Norwegian TET. And a couple of weeks later I turned back to Norway, and then I rided from Støa and to Vågåmo, and I ride TET from the opposite direction. Anyhow, it was really wonderful, really nice. During my riding in Norway, I decided to get me a couple of new boots. If you look at my new boots, oops, you can see that the toolbox in the new boots is a little higher than the toolbox in my old boots, and I was afraid that it should cause problem because the space between the foot peg and the shift lever is a little low on BMW 750, and because of the higher toolbox on the new boots, the angle gets a little steeper, and at the beginning I needed to use the side of the boot to try to shift gear instead of getting in the toe under the gear lever. So I have done adjustment on my bike, and my plan today was to show you what I have done. If one of you riding 750 and also had the problem that the boots that you have doesn't fit between the foot peg and the gear lever, then you can try to do this change, and hopefully it will help you with the problem. The tool you need is a 10mm wrench, and you also need a spanner, and you also need Torx T25 for this bolt and T30 for this bolt. And what you should try to do to get more space is to moving this linkage one spline, and as you can see there is a little mark on this shaft, and normally that's line up with the edge on this slit, but as you can see here I have already done this adjustment, so I have moved it one spline. And the first thing you have to do is to remove this plastic piece. So you have to loosen that bolt, and in this side there is a type of, I don't know what it's called, but ball joint maybe. So there you just have to take it out. You can see there is a hole there, and you also have a little ball, or what you call it, there. And after that you need the Torx T30 to loosen this bolt. And when this bolt is loose, you can move the linkage one spline. You don't have to move it more than one spline, because one spline up here raises the lever maybe 2 or 3, maybe 2 centimeters, I guess. So one spline, and when that one is moved, you have to tighten the bolt again. And I don't know the correct torque spec for those bolts, but they are really small. It's a relatively low torque on them, maybe 9 or 10 Newton meter. I don't really know, but don't over tighten them. Then you have to adjust this adjuster, and you have to make sure that when the bike is in 6th gear, you have to make sure that you have enough of space between the shift lever and the side of the engine. And as you can see on my bike, it's about maybe 5 millimeter. Don't have the lever closer to the engine than 5 millimeter when it's in the upper position. And the highest position isn't the same as the 6th gear, because that is down there. And here you can see you have 2, maybe 3 centimeters left to the engine, but when shifting gear, the pedal, the gear lever reaches the highest position, and that's the one that you have to measure. To do the adjustment, you have to loosen this nut and this nut, so that you can rotate on this shaft. And to do that, you need the 10 millimeter wrench, and you need a spanner to hold the shaft when loosening the nuts, like that. So you holding here, and then you loosen the nuts, and when they are loose, you can do the fine adjustment by rotating this one. So you loosen them, and then you put the lever in the uppermost position, and then you do the adjustment, so you get about 5 millimeters between the engine and the lever. And when you are ready, you tighten those 2 bolts again with 10 millimeter wrench, and one of those nuts is threaded in the opposite direction from what's normal. So that one you have to loosen clockwise instead of as you normally do against the clock when you loosen a bolt. And I think it's the upper of those nuts that's threaded in the opposite direction. So when everything is adjusted and ready, you just have to put the plastic back again. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you liked it. If you have any question, you can leave them in the comment below, and I will try to answer. That was all that I have for this time, and I hope to see you in next video. Bye!